So Nick Shirley, the investigative journalist who allegedly uncovered childcare fraud in Minnesota, whose video has already garnered over 116 million views. He gave us the most incredible gift. If you want to raise your children to understand what investigative journalism is not, what rage baiting is, what manipulation is, how he gets the viewers to come to a conclusion that these people are guilty of fraud with there not being one bit of evidence anywhere in his video. Sit your kids down, have them watch it, and I want you to point out a few things. Number one, when the employees come to the front door and he's trying to engage them in an insightful manner, in a threatening manner, with cameras all over them, they are quickly trying to shut the door on him. They do not want to engage. Now, he wants you to believe that that behavior means they're suspicious and they've got something to hide. In actuality, if they had actually kept that door open and engaged with a stranger holding a camera, appearing threatening, they would have been fired. If I would have seen them engaging and I was a parent there, I would have been so angry. But this is what he wants the viewers to walk away thinking. Then he wants people to think that because no children could be seen while he was engaging with these workers at the front door, that that means there are no children there, that the center is empty. If I had seen even one child in the background coming towards that front door, I would have had very serious concerns about this daycare center. These children are broken down in separate rooms by age, and those rooms should be secure so they do not get to wander the halls, come towards the exit, and then possibly escape. But he wants you to think that there are no children there because this daycare center had those children in there properly secured. Number three, he wants you to think there are no children in these child care centers because look at the parking lot. The parking lot is empty. How many of you have had your children in daycare? Guess what the employees are told in terms of where to park when they arrive for work? Down the road. Why is that? They want the parking spots to be available when the parents arrive to drop off their kids. They could have multiple kids, toddlers. They need to get them securely to that door, and they want them to have all the parking spots in front of the building. And had Nick showed up at drop-off time in the morning, there would have been cars there. If he had showed up after lunch for parents coming to drop off for a half a shift, a half a day, there would have been cars in the parking lot. If Nick had showed up at the end of the day, there would have been a lot of cars in the parking lot. But this is the manipulation. This is disingenuous. This is a kind of fraud type of journalism. We can't even call it journalism. Nick committed fraud when he made this video. And finally, when he goes up to strangers who appear to be from Somalia, and then he rage baits them. He asks them loaded questions. What do you think about all this fraud by the Somalis and this much money? Now, the person's reaction is, who is this person? Why is he asking me these questions? He obviously wants me to react. He's filming me. Of course, they are going to turn around and go the other way. They're going to escape the situation because it's not a safe situation. You would do the same. So would MAGA. But see, he wants you to walk away with the impression that they are acting guilty. So, my friends, sit your kids down. I don't care how old they are. Show them his video, preferably not from his YouTube page or any of his socials because we don't want to give him the views. And lay out what investigative journalism is not. And shame on all the news coverage on this, giving him any attention. They know it's not solid journalism. It's not journalism at all. That's why every one of them had to qualify their coverage by saying they, including CBS and CNN, found no evidence of fraud. The real journalists. Crazy.